Tuesday already. Kyle's had 17 cups of coffee by the time I even showed up on the live stream today. We're talking about GM's growing workforce 2024, minority dealer growth, and Carless communities.
Kind of.
Carless communities, kind of. We're going to spell kind of. We have to put a K for Carless and a K for communities, and then kind of.
Oh, watch it. Stop. Slow down. You're about to get yourself in trouble.
Pet peeve moment. There are very few things that annoy me more than those kinds of naming conventions.
You're like alliteration just for the heck of it.
No.
Okay.
The alliteration's fine. It's when you start switching out C's and K's.
Right. Yeah.
It's just, I mean, I guess maybe there's an instance or two where it's fun, but it's always one of those things where I just kind of roll my eyes a little bit.
You get mad every time a Cars for Kids commercial comes over the radio stream. You know what Cars for Kids is?
They don't spell it with a K, do they?
I thought they did.
Okay, well, we'll give them a pass because it would just be bad form to have anything against an organization called Cars.
Yeah. It is. It's KAR.
All right. Well, that's one of the few that I like.
Okay. Fine. Sounds good.
Fact check me already. Hey, we have a webinar coming up this week. We've been having a lot of fun with these quick shot webinars, right? These 25 to 30-minute webinars seem to be just hitting really well. The pace is right. The conversation's right. And we have one coming up on August 9th at 2 p.m., which is tomorrow, by the way. Toll management, a dealer's journey with connection. So just talking about the effects of tolling and how dealers can manage that better. And our friends are going to help us get that done in 30 minutes or less. You're going to show up.
We also have a new show. We have a new show with the gentleman. If you don't know him, his name is Daniel Gover. And this dude... he comes in hot. So we've launched the Wheelhouse. It'll be debuting today at 1 p.m. on all the platforms.
I didn't even know that was today. I'm so excited.
Oh my goodness. It's unbelievable, this show. You're going to want to check it out. If you can't catch it at 1 p.m. Eastern, you can catch it wherever your podcasts are found. It's called the ASOTU Wheelhouse. Make sure and jump on that because it is a riot.
So basically, as a bunch of people, Kyle and I show up to this thing with our hats backwards already. And we have to bring out the fire extinguisher because Daniel can heat up a little bit. So I'm going to have to hose him off every once in a while. All right, let's get into some news. We have to mention ASOTUCon. Sorry for all the announcements.
Sorry about
There's just a lot. There's a lot going on around here. All right. We're about to release a More Than Cars episode. We're about to film another one. We just filmed one where it talks for 5. It's busy, but we are having ASOTUCon. We want you to join us in September. We've started the best part of the whole event, which is ordering the swag. The swag bag's going to be off the chain this year. We're going to have all kinds of good stuff for you. September 26th, 27th.
Speakers. You know what I mean? Come for the swag.
Yeah, right.
Look at that alliteration.
Here we go. Show. Yeah, there's nothing you can report with it as. All right, let's get into some news. We're all sideways on Tuesday already. Amid the industry's move toward electric vehicles, GM is pledging to increase its workforce by 2024. The commitment emerges in the backdrop of contract discussions, obviously, with the UAW and all these apprehensions about like are EVs going to require less workers, which is, kind of raises the temperature in contract negotiations. Well, GM manufacturing chief Gerald Johnson said on Friday he doesn't agree that they'll need less workers for EV production, despite Ford's statements last year, not helpful, that EVs would require 40% less workers. So it sounds like that's a statement that got shareholders really excited. The stock price probably went up when they said that. Right. And now it's contract negotiation times. Everybody's like, well,
so we're saving this money so that we can have it for the other people we need to hire. And so, just don't worry about Ford. And we're going to hire some people. We're going to make it easier for everybody.
Yeah.
This is like the old, and over here. Well, no, over here. Well, over here. No, look over here.
No more, no less, no more. No, we need more people, less people, more money, less work, more people, less money.
Kudos to GM. I mean, I think pressing into a workforce, saying you're going to hire more people is always good. Like more jobs.
Well, that means they're going to be they're planning on producing more cars too.
Why not? Let's go. They should.
All right, that's just
platform.
That's just our little update on the the soap opera.
Yeah.
Speaking of growth, more people growth. Shift it here for a second.
This is a good story.
For the first time in more than a decade, the U.S. auto industry has seen a significant rise in minority-owned dealerships, with Stellantis and General Motors both leading the charge. So in 2022, there were 110 new minority-owned stores, reflecting a growing emphasis on diversity in the auto sector. So Stellantis added 32, and GM added 26. And minority dealer numbers have really been recovering since the 08-09 recession, which hit them specifically hard when they dropped from 1,800 in 2005 to just 875 in 2011.
Yeah, that's wow.
That is full on drop.
Hard to recover from something like that. You know, we were at, I can't wait for NAMAD this year. Last year we were at NAMAD. You were at it 2 years ago. And I love seeing these OEMs that stand up in that room and are just proud about the work that they have done, that they are doing, and that they're committing to doing. And GM and Stellantis, like they showed up for the NAMAD event, and I have a feeling they're going to show up again this year.
Oh yeah.
They're committed to this work, and the fact that, like, we've got a quote here from Damon Lester, who's a good friend of and family of ASOTU, and previous president of NAMAD, now the vice chair of the organization, said, as leadership continues to stay stable, meaning the presidents and CEOs of those entities have not switched hands or retirements or things like that, we do tend to fare well when that happens. So the longevity, the understanding at the executive level that it's an important thing to see minority dealer growth. And this is my favorite part, is they're seeing like these dealerships be extremely successful, right? Because they're in places that make sense based on the community. The leaders are dialed in. They want to succeed. So to Stellantis and GM, like, keep doing what you're doing, you know?
Yeah. So GM has started the Minority Dealer Initiative back in 1972. That's before both you and I were around. The company highlighted basically that the accomplishments in this isn't just like a social action. Like, these dealers are performing better than a lot of other dealers, and they want to continue to attract highly qualified candidates. And a funny thing happens, like you said, you and I had been around the NAMAD event, and there's something that happens when somebody is hungry and there's a community that comes around them to support them. I think that's why they're seeing these just like outpaced performance numbers, because you want it so bad. And when you want it really bad,
Absolutely.
Funny thing is, even if you're new to the party, even if you're an inexperienced, you don't have like the legacy of generational dealership experience, it's fun to watch them actually crush it. I mean, look at Damon Lester.
Absolutely.
Right? He was on the outside,
being a dealer, never been in the retail side of the business, and doing great. And you see, I mean, we interviewed so many last year at NAMAD that are like first-time dealers or got their shot and are just taking off, acquiring stores, growing their dealerships. It's
got the Damian Mills, the Mike Terrys,
man,
Julie Herrera's, like, getting it done, man. Getting it done. It's a fun story to report on. I tried to grab Damon because I pinged him early. I was like, hey, you want to come on the show and talk about this? But he was about to get on a plane. So
there you go.
We'll have him next time.
Well, speaking of attracting new people.
Stop. Segue.
Time. Or repelling people.
See, there's a community in Arizona called Cul-de-sac Tempe that is attempting to attract a new kind of owner. They're pioneering a car-free community, or close to it. It's now open, and it offers a very unique urban style experience. Basically, it is designed centered around the idea that everything necessary to live, work, socialize without needing a vehicle is right there. So it's got gyms, restaurants, co-working spaces. It all is built around sustainable living, lifestyles that are all in the sustainable kind of like progressive lifestyle, and the desire to connect the neighborhood and not just make it super transient. Like, they want people to walk. They want people to be engaged with their community, go to meals with people around. It's interesting because they do have access to things like e-bikes, and then discounts on Lyft rides and some car rentals as well. Like, if you got to get out, if you got to move a little bit further, they've got that. So it's not a completely car-free community, but the majority is car-free, and it's all apartment-based. The apartments range anywhere from 1,300 to 3,200 from a 1-bedroom to a 3-bedroom. So it's not like super low cost of living, but you know, it's a cool engagement. I call it this. You know, advertising like you're Nashville, but you ain't. What?
I have so many questions. First of all, to me personally, it sounds like a nightmare. I love my car. I love driving around. I love going places. I love the experience of getting in my car and go somewhere. Everybody's not the same. I totally get it. It'd be fun to vacation in a place like this.
Sure.
Right?
Oh,
where you don't need a car. Also, other question. I looked at the pictures. I didn't see a lot of children. You know what I mean? So that's either a pro or a con.
No, it's absolutely like a young working, you know, couple or working single.
Yep.
It's urban
Remote
life,
work.
right? I mean, you go downtown Nashville, like good luck finding, you know, a 38 to 42-year-old couple with their kids in a stroller, right?
Yes,
that's just not
absolutely.
it's not the mode. But
I'm sure you get the benefits. You get the benefit of not being around the noise, and the traffic's probably much quieter. It's probably much safer, frankly. But one thing's for sure, it's not much cooler. I did a little search on the forecast in Tempe, Arizona for the next 5 days, and it's like 107, 108, 110, 112, 113. Who wants to be outside anyway?
Listen, look, John Foley's like, basically, this is the Benjamin Button town, right? He said it's a retirement community.
Oh, it's a future retirees community. Hey, we're hating on it a little bit.
Old souls out there in Tempe, old souls.
I bet if we visited, we'd be like, this is really nice, but I still want my car.
There you go.
Oh, well, look, obviously we're a little biased. We love the cars. We love moving about. We hope you move around today. We hope you get some stuff done. Care about the people that are in your charge. And you know what? You should join us at ASOTUCon. Did we mention that? I think we did.